This is an administrative hearing being held on December 8th, 2025 in the Kosciuszko County Courthouse. This hearing is being live streamed. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in IC 6-1.1-1-1. The parcel number is 43-1-08-400-024.000-032. The property address is 937 North Detroit Street, Warsaw. The property owner is Country Garden LLC. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Sarah Schloss, and I represent the assessor, who is the secretary to the Property Tax Board of Appeals. The persons representing the PTABOA are
Brock Ostrom.
Mike Settles.
Bill Olinger, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
the persons representing the county are
John Yannick.
Jennifer Spires. The persons representing the taxpayer are
Joey Young,
and
and he's the owner.
okay, and your
Yeah,
name?
owner. Chen. Huh? Oh, XIN. GUO. Last name is CHEN.
Thank you. And are you the current property owner of the property?
Yes,
Yes.
he is.
Yes, okay, and you are the,
I'm his friend.
for all persons who are or may be witnesses in this hearing, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, if you would like to tell the board about your property and the reason for your appeal.
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. And so I came here this morning from Cincinnati all the way, few hours. And so just help him, to understand, why this property tax is kind of, raised pretty significantly compared to the last few years. And so the current tax was assessed at $600,000 and $2,400. And so we have been studying, the most recent case that was sold, most recent property that was sold in Warsaw County, which is 101 Argani Road.
Argonne?
Yeah, Argonne, yeah, Argonne Road. And so the selling date was July 2025. So that was sold for only $399,000. And that's including all the equipment in there. So it was a restaurant. And actually, Mr. Chen used to do business over there. So it has a very similar in sizes, about over 3,000 square feet, and similar equipment. And it just location is slightly different. And ours, the 3937 is by the lake front. So the other one is away from that. So that's probably the only difference. So the difference between the price, starting price for the Argonne place and Mr. Chen's is over $200,000. So, which is kind of off too much, as in our opinion. Okay, so when he was trying to buy the new place, the 937. So they were planning to do the business very similar, kind of business, restaurant and also Asian food. So the property, they bought it 937. They used to have the Asian food too. Okay, so when they buy the property, so there's a couple of things they need to think about it. One is the property value itself. The other one is equipment. The third one is liquor license that need to be transferred. And the fourth one is the business already established. They have to pay some cost for that too. Okay, so in the appraisal report that was done when they bought the property, so the sales price, the transaction amount was 700,000. Oh my gosh, what's the number?
708,000.
Yes, 708,000. Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
So that's including the property price and the equipment, which was estimated at $70,000, and also the $75,000 for the liquor license transfer fee. Okay. So, however, it does not include any of the business cost. Okay, so the business already established over there. So customers, they want to, they want to eat food and eat this. Actually, the what do you call it? It's a traffic flow, right? So already existing customers, they want their, dine with the Asian, food, and I believe that those people, those customers will come back even after the old business was sold to them, right? So that cost there's a cost for that too. Okay, when I have a restaurant too, so when I sell restaurant, I can sell business only. I don't have to sell the building. So the business only will cost like $100,000 all the way to maybe $500,000 depending on the business amount. Okay, so but in here it does not include that. So that's one of the things that we have disagreement with. That's one thing. So the other thing in the liquor license, the transfer fee. Okay, so the estimated transfer fee was $75,000. However, I think I provided evidence in the documents we submitted. I think for the 210 permits, I think the cost would be over $100,000. So there's a list over there. So I already, if you look at the last, let me see. Oh, what? I don't see that in your in the document you give me.
No, we just, we provided our evidence.
Let me see here. I have that one. Where is that? Okay, here. So there's the list. A beer, wine, liquor license, restaurant, 210. So the transfer sale price in Warsaw is $100,000. It was listed here. So there's at least $25,000 difference between actual the transfer price and the estimated price. Okay. So I think I give this to the office when I submit it, but I don't know why it's not here. Yeah. So that's the second reason that we have a discrepancy about the property tax. So the third one, if we look at the property tax amounts, we compare side by side between the 101 Argonne Road and his property at 937. Okay, So the Argonne Place, the property tax is only $6,400 per year. However, their tax right now, they're paying $16,814.44. Okay, so it's about 3 times more than the tax on the 101 Argonne, and with a similar size and similar setup. So the only difference probably is the location.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference. So it kind of sounds, not fair to Mr. Chen, paying 3 times more taxes than, the other building. And also, if you compare their taxes they are paying right now for the building they have by the lake, if you compare tax amounts between the previous owner, what they paid, and he's paying right now, there's a huge difference. I think probably, I don't remember the numbers, but it's gonna be probably almost 100% increase, or at least 50%. So that's why they're feeling sad, about the numbers. These numbers increase, So hopefully that they are planning to do a appraisal, but it's gonna cost them a few $1,000s. And we think about that. We thought about that. We already made appointments, and we'll see. What we can reach in this hearing. They don't want to spend that much of money for that too. Hopefully we can get a deal done, and they're not greedy people. They just want to have a fair taxes. They pay for that. So. Yeah, that's our points. If you have any questions, then.
Yes. This evidence, they have a copy of it, correct?
Yeah.
The last page,
Last page.
their last page is an email from you.
Correct.
And there seems to be, correct me if I'm wrong, an offer to bring the total from 762,700 down to 602,400. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Are you willing to accept that?
No, that's why we are here.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Please state the amount that you believe the correct assessment should be.
Okay, so for the appraisal that was done in 2022, so the property value was $461,000. That's only for the property, okay, excluding some other stuff. Okay, so now it's 2005, so there's 3 years almost. Okay, so we assume, okay, anything between 50 to 55, I will convince him to accept that.
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions I have.
So I didn't understand. What value are you requesting?
Okay, let's say $530,000.
You think the assessed value is better represented at 530,000? Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
In your sales disclosure that you signed,
Sales disclosure. Oh, yeah.
there's a question on there. Does sale price include a liquor license?
There's no facts.
Sale price include an existing business? And you answered no to them. But yet you want us to deduct the equipment cost and liquor license from that sale price.
Where is, which page is that?
Page, I don't know,
2 of 4.
2 of 4, sales disclosure form.
204, okay.
On the bottom right-hand side.
Left answer.
Oh, I see value of personal property and
Where's,
my apologies.
where's that? Sales price including liquor license. Okay, so I was not there when when they bought the building. And if you look at the appraisal report.
Well,
We submit-
I don't have an appraisal report.
Okay, we submit to office, I'm sorry, I have the copy here. It says if you don't mind, you can, yeah. The first couple of pages, yeah. So it says the appraisal value as of March 2022, it was $461,000. Not including any of the equipment and the liquor license. I don't know how did they put this in here. You know, they don't understand English. Everything they do is just like a blind thing. Okay, so I was not here. I didn't even know him. Okay, at that time. So
Well, I just know.
yeah, I know. Sometimes
You turned in the sales disclosure
yeah, I know.
and
I got your
somebody
point.
helped him fill it out.
Yeah, I
And
got
he
your
signed
point.
it
Mhm.
and it's not right. And that is against the law.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But if you see the same appraisal report, they put they said it's a conflict between that and this. Again, $700,000 purchase price. You know, if let's say if it's not including if it is not including this liquor license, and that's way too much, right? I mean, for the property over there, for just the building itself. So obviously, there's something not right here. So I think they put it appraisal price $461,000. That's the price.
Okay. I'm just pointing out to you
Yeah, I know.
that she gets, or they get a sales closure says the sales price was 708,000.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
now you come in and you want to take 70,000 out for equipment, 75,000 for a liquor license, 100,000 for business, which is buying pie in the sky.
We're not asking for 100,000. I just give you example. My business, I can sell for $100,000. I'm just give you a example.
Okay.
Not necessarily their business parts. Maybe cost like $50,000. Or something like, at least it's a part of a consideration when they buy the building, because they use the building for business. They're not just tear down. Okay, so they will consider the traffic that was built up before. Okay, that's a part of the cost in a $700,000.
Okay. No further questions.
I have no other questions. Do you have any questions, Mike?
No.
County?
Okay, to kind of piggyback on that, as Mr. Settles, right, yeah, mentioned, there was an offer made, and essentially the way we looked at it was The sales disclosure form did specify specifically in regard to the liquor license, there was not one included. Similarly, value of personal property was listed as 0, value of intangible personal property was listed as 0, what we typically call business value. That being said, there was an appraisal report done to secure financing on the purchase, and they did send that to the office, and we looked through it, and as he mentioned, it did list a value of, I think 75 was the license, 70,000 was the personal property. What we were willing to do was say, you know, typically when these sales disclosure forms, and it ain't the first and it won't be the last time that, you know, it probably did include some of that stuff, but it simply wasn't stated on the sales disclosure form, which is all we have to go on.
Right.
In this instance, we are willing to concede that, okay, because there is this appraisal report, we would concede that, okay, it sounds like those things very well may have been included, regardless what the sales disclosure form said. We were willing to take the 708 less the 145 for those, which gave you what, 563. And we basically took about 2.5% per year since the purchase, as a trend. So about 7% total, since the purchase. And that's how we came to the 6024. You know, in my estimation, I would still be okay with that. You know, I think it's fair and reasonable. You know, regarding the business value that's alleged to have been there, my understanding is whatever business was operating out of this building closed either before or right after the purchase. So there was no transfer of the same business occupying the property afterwards, if I'm not mistaken. And lastly, you know, talking about one particular other sale, which, you know, I don't know exactly where this is in proximity, but the appellant did admit that it's not on the lake. And let's be honest, if all else is the same, location in real estate, could that be a $200,000 difference? I think is a number he put out there. Yeah, in my estimation, it certainly could be. You know, absent any other market data to the contrary, again, we would still be willing to concede that, you know, due to the appraisal report suggesting some of those things were included in the interest of getting this where everybody can kind of live with it, we would still be willing to concede to the 6024. Outside of that, we just haven't seen anything that verifies what the petitioner has stated as far as their value goes.
Thank you.
I have a question. I don't know how you might be able to answer this. but
Yeah.
It would be helpful to me to try to get my mind around all of this, okay?
Yeah.
If you owned the real estate and rather than run your own business in it, you were going to lease it out to somebody to run a restaurant or something, what lease, what rent, monthly or yearly, would you charge?
For this place?
What, if he owned it and he was just gonna lease it out to somebody else to do all that?
Okay, let me ask him. Okay,
Yeah.
so 就说你知道他以前的 rent 是多少？
就是你说卖给我之前的，
对对对
以前买多少
对
钱的？，
这不是就是你要是我把这个 building 租给别人，比如你不做，要是租给别人的话，你可要租多少钱？
我自己不做的。
啊哈5000、6000，以前是多少钱？以前这个101那个
你说哪一家啊？就是我现
老的那个，
老的那
啊
个，最早的以前只有3200啊，
3200是吧？然后
租给我就
租给你3200是吧 ？OK，那你现在有租多少？5000，
哪里？
就是你现在的这个
我是这边的，
啊哈，
这边我自己好像我老婆的是自己
多少钱
这边是7000好像，
1000块钱是吧？7000块钱。OK，我
跟这个我去给了，
没有，他就想问一下，就是你要是租多少钱嘛？
自己我自己租给自己的。
OK
对的。
So
因为他那边那个不止，他那边原来我那边不是还旁边还有一间小的，他另外又租给一个人了，好像是租了1500。
Okay. So I just I don't know how much actually the cost of rent exactly. Okay, so give you a ballpark. So it's gonna be somewhere between 5 to 6. Okay, around that. And he paying the Argon place almost $4,000 a month.
Okay,
Yeah. So
All right.
that. Mhm.
that gives me an idea. Thank
Sure,
you.
sure.
So that's $5,000 or $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
No question.
I have nothing else.
I have nothing else.
Do you have anything further?
Um, can I ask, you guys questions? Or no? Okay. So what was the current tax amount right now? So for this place?
So in the assessor's office, we deal with the assessed value. Now,
Assessment, yeah.
the taxes are a product of that, right? It's a percentage of it.
Mhm.
We deal with assessment. So you know, as far as what the
Oh,
taxes are, that's not part of our presentation. I don't have that.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
Yeah, okay. I just, not current. I mean, I wanted to know the previous, how much the previous owner pays. for
yeah,
the tax.
and you should,
Yeah.
you can likely find, and while you're here, I would
Yeah.
suggest maybe stopping at the auditor's office.
Yes,
And
yeah.
they can give you that information. We can tell you what the assessed value was. If I'm not mistaken, you're talking,
Mhm.
so, and for the record, for the board, the appeals for 2025, right, where we were at 762, the 2024 was 690,
Correct.
And then,
690,900. I suspect the petitioner's asking about the prior
tax
year.
street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because 24 was not appealed.
Right.
It was 363, I'm sorry. 363,800 was the assessment, or I'm sorry, the year they bought it, the assessment was about 360,000.
Okay.
Right around 360,000.
Okay.
The year they purchased.
就是你现在这个房子，这个它之前的税是多少？记不记得？
地税的
啊，
第一年了的
老的
好像只有还不到8000呢，
还不到8000是吧
第一年不到8000。
Okay. Yeah. So my question, my points, okay, few,
602, 400.
so, yeah, my couple of points, okay, I just, finalize this. So the tax the previous owner pays for 937 is only around $8,000. Okay, so now it's $16,814. So it's almost double. This is the one thing, okay? So the other thing, the appraised value in 2022 was $461,000. It's $200,000 more than the office give us right now. Okay, $624,000. Okay, so that's only two things I want to emphasize, before the verdict, decision is made.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
The figure has been put out that we would settle for 602,500.
602, 400.
Are you interested in that?
No, because,
No?
yeah, because that's why we here, because if we accept it, then
Mike
You know,
already
we wouldn't-
asked him. He
we
said
wouldn't
no.
be
Okay,
coming here, for that hearing, because this is too much. I mean, double the tax, I mean, same building.
okay. No question.
I have nothing further. Wrap it up. Sarah.
Nothing from me.
The proceedings are now concluded. The cause is adjourned until further order. The PTABOA may inspect the subject property and consider the evidence presented or requested. No additional evidence will be accepted for consideration unless that evidence has been requested during the hearing held today. As soon as we can, we will mail you a Form 115 to let you know the board's decision. If you disagree with that decision, you have the right to file a Form 131 with the state. The hearing is adjourned. Thank you for coming in.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For your time. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.